What's up guys, in this video I'm gonna show you the best camera mods for Assetto Corsa to improve your experience by a lot. And to start off, I will compare it with the default camera. You guys can see here in the drift server I'm using the default camera and it just follows the car. It's not practical, you cannot see the track that well, and it's really annoying when you're starting to drift especially. So you can use two camera mods that are special. The first one is Kirby Cam. You guys can see here it's a very stable camera. It will just follow your car whenever you're sideways, so you don't have trouble by keeping track of where you are, and it's really good. And the second one is Dynacam, which has a bit more camera shake. If you guys like more arcade camera like Need for Speed camera, this is really a second alternative you guys can use. So I'm going to show you how to install both of these cams in this video. And for that, the requirements you will need is to have Content Manager, alright, and you also need to have the custom shaders patch. Okay, so you can get both of these for free, and if you want to follow a guide, I will have one in my videos in the channel. So let's go and start by downloading Kirby Cam. So open up your browser and look for Kirby Cam, and you will find this website overtake.gg, and you want to have an account first, and then you can download the camera mod. So I'm just gonna save it here in a folder, which I already have done. And the second one is the Dynacam. So you want to also Google for Dynacam. Again, always download from this website overtake.gg, also called as Race Department. And you want to do the same thing. You want to download this zip file which has the camera. Okay, so once you guys have downloaded these, you can now open up your Assetto Corsa on the left side. So this should be your game directory. You can go in Steam, right click and open the game directory, and you want to extract the zip files you've downloaded. So on the right side I have the files I've downloaded, and I'm actually extracting them. And now you can go to Kirby Cam first, and you'll see you'll have this extension folder. So if you look in your Assetto Corsa, you also have this extension folder, and these folders will match one-to-one to the game folders. All right, so you should see there's like extension, Lua, chaser, camera. So you can just drag and drop from the right to the left and replace the files in Assetto Corsa directory. Okay, and you can also do the same thing for Dynacam. So just confirm that there's the directories, and then you can move them. So if you want to confirm everything is correctly installed, you should be in this directory, and then go to extension, Lua, and then you should see the chaser camera directory, and you should see Dynacam and Kirby Cam. So this means you have everything correctly installed. Don't use the content manager because it will not put it in the right directory. Okay, so once you open up your content manager, you want to go to the settings, custom shaders patch, chaser camera, and then activate the extension. So settings, custom shader patch, chaser camera, and activate the extension, and you want to select Kirby Cam. Okay, so let's start with the Kirby Cam setup. After you have selected it, you want to go to the drive tab and you want to select a low car. So let's say a sedan, not a SUV. Okay, and because we will need to set up the cameras to make sure we can have both tall cars and smaller cars. So let's start with the smaller cars. And if you go to Assetto Corsa, you go to chase camera, and you will see these two options. So there's the first camera that we're going to use for smaller cars, and the second camera we're going to use for the taller cars, because in game you can switch cameras. So the first camera can be switched by the second one if you have a second SUV car or something like that. Okay, so this is why we have these two configurations here, and we can customize the distance, the height, and the pitch of the camera. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through what are the best parameters to set here. And yeah, this will vary depending if you are using Kirby Cam or Dynacam. So you guys can see here, I can adjust the distance, and I can actually see a preview. All right, so you want to now select a tall car, and you want to make sure you go to, so the first camera settings is going to be 3.5, 1 meter and 0 pitch. And for the second camera, we're going to use a bit more height. So you guys can see there 1.45 height and maybe a bit more distance, like 3.6 to 3.8 meters is ideal. So you can see here in the line, the landscape line is aligned with the roof of the car. So this is very important for you to be sure that the camera is well configured. So the second camera works and the first camera looks a bit worse. You can see there the values. So make sure to put the same values as I did. You can pause the video and go back and check it. And actually I'm going to test it right now. So let's give it a try and I'll show you the Kirby cam in the Shotoko track. So you can see here the camera is actually using the second camera, which you can see. So you can see above of the car. But if you actually go switch the camera, this is actually the first camera. So this camera does not work for SUVs, but it works for smaller cars. So depending on which type of car you're driving, you have the first and the second camera like you see right now. It just increase the height a little bit and then you can use it with no problem at all, okay? So very important to set up the first camera and the second camera. Make sure you put some values. You can customize it on your own. I recommend you to put the same as mine if you want to be easier configuration. And that's exactly how you configure the Kirby cam. Now let's do the same thing for the Dynacam. All right, so for Dynacam you want to go back to settings, custom shared patch, chase camera, and you want to change the extension to Dynacam. So now that we changed to Dynacam, we'll need to adjust in the Assetto Corsa tab. We go to chase camera and you want to adjust the distance. So in this case you want to put 8 meters or 9 of distance because Dynacam needs more distance to the car because of the shaky camera. So you want to put like 8 meters and then 9 meters to the second camera. So first camera 8 meters distance, 1 meter height, and second camera 9 meters distance, 1.45 meters height. So let's test it, and you guys can see here there's a slightly more distance for this cam because you notice that when you're braking it kind of just zooms in, you know, see like this. So this is why you need a bigger distance for Dynacam, because when you're braking it kind of zooms in. So to avoid clipping with the car, we just put this relatively larger distance, okay? And you can see here it's the same thing. So first cam you'll use it for the smaller cars, second cam works for the SUVs. And this is, like you see here, it's a shaky camera, it's more arcade. So that was it for the video, guys. If you want to enjoy a little bit of gameplay of my No Hesi, this is it. Feel free to stick around in the video. And yeah, if you need anything about Assetto Corsa, make sure to drop a comment. I'll gladly create a video to help you guys set up your game and have the best experience ever, okay? So this is it for this one. I'm out and peace. that is it for this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like on the video and also consider subscribing with the bell notifications on so you don't miss out any of my future videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.